Hello everybody, welcome to Tom's Tips, and this is the second of the series of taking the mystery out of boiler controls. Here we've got a programmer and a room stat. We've shown you what the room stat is, how that works, and this is very similar except that it's got two channels inside, and both those channels, one go to the heating and one go to the central heating. This is the most basic of all heating systems. It's the very first one. It's called the gravity system, and in the gravity system the boiler works to hot water. So once the boiler kicks in, water gets lighter as it gets hotter, so it goes up to the cylinder and comes back down as it's cooler, and it goes on like that until it's had enough or you turn it off. So this lamp here is represented in the boiler, so when we got hot water only, there's just that working. The other channel, which is going to central heating, it works rather so by putting that on you've got central heating now because the pump's kicked in, represented by this lamp, and now the pump is taking the hot water all the way around the radiators, and that'll only stop when the thermostat has got warm enough and it comes down, and it'll turn the pump off. But the boiler's still running, and the boiler will run until the boiler thermostat knocks that off, and it'll continue cycling. That's why it's very uneconomical, and that's why things have got better since. So there we are. This is the most basic situation. And the reason I'm showing you this one is because when we go over to the next stage, which is a fully pumped system, we can build up from this basic setup. So inside here, I'll show you what's happening there. We're going to take these off now. I'll turn the power off, take these off, and we'll have a look what's So here we have the back plates without the cover, and don't forget what I told you before, all that is a toggle switch worked by thermostats, worked by a thermostat. That's all it is, it's a switch. And it's the same with the programmer. That's doing all the smoke and mirrors business. It's just the same way. It's a switch in itself that you can throw over with using that, or it can come on through a timer. But that's all it is, just a switch, just the same. And everything electrical needs a neutral and a live. A neutral and a live. And in most cases an earth, but there isn't one on this case, and a lot of the modern ones don't have earths anyway. But the earth doesn't do anything except it's a safety feature, so it should be there if anything's metals about. Right, so anyway, here we are. Because it's a working thing, it needs a neutral and a live, and that needs a neutral and a live because it's a working thing. The other ones that's throwing the switch, this is what they call two channel. That one's going to the heating, that one's going to the central heating. That goes to the pump, and that goes to the boiler. And that's all it is. It's a switch thrown inside the thing that says go to the central heating, sorry, go to the boiler or go to central heating, and that's going direct to the boiler, or in this case to our lamp. That one is being broke by the thermostat. So that live, instead of going straight to the boiler, sorry, I'm doing it again, aren't I? Instead of that going straight to the pump, it's going to the thermostat, to that line on the thermostat, that it's there in readiness, it's in standby until the temperature reaches, that flows a switch, then it'll connect that live to that live, and that's going straight to the pump. Right, so anyway, that's the mystery taken out of it. There's no cleverness there at all. It's just wires and knowing where they go and what breaks it up. All switches. Okay, so that's the most basic central heating that's, you'll not be putting today, but there's quite a few out there and you might run into them. And I hope that's took the mystery out of it. So next time we'll be doing a fully pumped system, which is slightly different, and it needs a little bit more control about it because it'll have motorised valves on it. Right, So till next time, over and out.